Okay, welcome in everyone to another exciting race here on ZSR. We have a Crosskeys tournament race between Telethar and Rozalyndis. I am Rocky12799. I'll be your restreamer and one of your wonderful trackers. I'll be joined on tracking by Tom on Talk, and I'll hand it off to our wonderful announce team, Tracy M and Blue Link.
Well, hello everyone. It is week 7. There are things on the line here. And it's Crosskeys with a lot of modes.
We didn't turn everything on.
Not everything.
This is not inverted.
Thankfully.
Everything else? Everything. I like inverted. I'm not so fond of 80. Not so fond of 80, but here we are. Everything else is turned on. So all dungeons, we got the key drop shuffle, we got the mirror scroll thingy, we got the flute, we got the... I guess we don't have the flute. We do have the pseudo boots. Zelda Woods on, yeah. We got the things.
This is going to be fun, definitely.
And to be clear, go ahead.
Oh, the winner will go to 5 and 2, and they will be in the play-in race.
And I was about to say it's the one that's a little like Roz has everything turned on. I know this because the very first week of the tournament, I called a race for her, and everything was turned on. We are starting in the woods because Zelda Woods being on. That is a bunny sprite for Telethar because he plays on Dark Link. Flippers, okay. We can't actually get those yet, I don't think. I'm gonna do some bunny revive shenanigans over here in Skullwoods, because why not? There's a couple 3 items you can get. And, the pinball key, not gonna be in the pinball chest. So we're gonna be able to get, 3 items over here? Yeah, 3 items over here.
Yeah, 3. Had me questioning my basic ability to count there.
Bikita Desert.
Oh, nice pseudo bonk there by Telethar to escape the Gibdo.
Girly bombs is good. We like girly bombs. And a piece of heart. Alright, we're gonna go back to Link's house now. There's a chest there. I mean, it's 10 arrows, not that she'd do that, but yeah. Here we go. We're gonna pick that up. Pick up those. If the bow shows up, those 10 arrows could matter. Bow's going straight to the castle. You don't see that often. See the bottom. Yeah, the bottom of Spec Rock Cave is one of those things where, it's kind of nice to know that's there. You don't have to take that connector. About all it does, though. Oh, hey, more Skull Woods.
Yep, here we see Zelda Woods continuing to be interesting.
Get an item out of this. Good bomb from Telethar.
Oh, that was close. Rozalyndis was about to death warp, but then remembers she has the mirror scroll.
I mean, given where it would put her, it really doesn't do much. Oh, it takes us in your Kakariko. That's nice. Yeah, Ra's getting through that much faster than Telethar. There's the well. We even have a bomb for it. Oh yeah, and we also have the tanker. Because the pots are shuffled too, so there's an extra item in there.
We got a little divergence here. Telethar heading into the village and finding a different 5-item cave.
Yeah, that mini Moldorm cave. If you do it perfectly, you can do it with 3 bombs. Telethar has 2. So he'll come back to that. with more bombs or just with a weapon. Maybe we'll get a weapon in Thieves Town. That's not a weapon. It's a big key you want to have before you find the dungeon, though. You won't have to worry about orphaning the big chest there. Ice Pal, small key for Roz. A lot more interesting when the key drop is on. We do need a couple of those. By a couple, I mean I'm not sure how many, but it's not more than 0.
Yeah, those usually guaranteed keys, you cannot count on them. Roz is going to get more money while the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, the bush crab being 20 rupees is really nice. Oh,
And one of the Thieves' Smalls.
Yeah, one of the Thieves' Smalls. This dungeon would normally have, with the pots, we have 3. The uncle. Hammer's nice. Roz finds the front of Turtle Rock. Over at the, near the Lumberjacks.
And there's Bombos. We can't use that yet.
Nope.
But useful to have. I just noticed Telethar has exactly 0 rupees somehow.
Well, he hasn't picked up any from anything. I'm trying to figure out where Roz got all her rupees, honestly. 286. That's not a 300. There's the big key to Thieves Town for Roz over at the... as we find the other side of the Skullwoods. No bottle for the sick kid yet.
And there's Ganon, nice and easily accessible.
It gets really interesting when Ganon is behind one of the Skullwoods drop downs. But not today. Wait, Telethar can't even play the chess game!
Tragic.
It's only 30 rupees. Oh my god. Oh, that's right, the crabs. The crabs got her all that money, and I don't think Telethar has seen a crab. Small key on the race game for later. We do have bomb. We have 1 bomb for Hype Cave. Thank goodness. Small key.
Perfection.
How about a 50 rupees in here so we can go back and get the and real boots for Roz.
Oh, a bow!
And a bow. Oh wow.
But not enough money for chest game.
Oh, we still 8 rupees short. Normally I'd be more excited about those boots. We have pseudo boots, so one of the things I don't like about pseudo boots, it makes the actual boots pickup just that much less interesting and more of a fetch quest.
Yeah.
So the bow and the stuff that Telethar has gotten so far definitely more interesting. He's got a bow, he's got a hammer.
Yeah, and we definitely haven't seen an early hammer end up being interesting in a recent race, have we?
Alright, we got one item we can get in back at Desert is a small key to Misery Mire. Misery Mire small keys are almost as... You only need 1 to full clear the dungeon, even in key drop. Actually, wait, you might need 2, because that's the fishbone room that you never ever see, except in key drop. I think that's locked behind a key. And you need a key, you need keys to go to the left side, which I guess would be 2 keys, because there's an item there's a key on the Bari. But we still don't need any keys to get to Vitreous, so...
Oh, hey!
Alright, we can
23
go back
rupees is enough.
Just needs to get to 30. Okay, now we can play get the chess game. Drop down.
Hey, that's
bottle.
useful.
Hey, didn't we see Sick Kid?
We
Already?
did.
All right, we can go pay him a visit again. Our first bonk check has nothing. Chess game has nothing. Although, to be fair, even though the compasses are useless to the runners, they aren't so bad a thing for us commentators to be able to see how many items are left in dungeons when they go in.
Oh, absolutely. The runners have their own trackers to count those items, but we sure don't.
Yeah, I can on Telethar's side, I know you all can't see it out there watching, but Telethar's tracker is pretty small, so the numbers are really hard to read. And Roz doesn't have numbers on her tracker in terms of number of items left, just has the key count, so. And we got early dam is nice. Telethar does not have a bomb, and it's just gonna abandon. We saw Turtle Rock front.
Yes,
Okay.
we did.
I was just saying that because I thought maybe that would be a thing Telethar could go back to. I don't remember who saw it though. It might have been Roz. Small key to Turtle Rock and Mini Moldorm. There's some bombs. Okay, now he can go back and do all of the Blind Side.
Yeah, it makes sense when you have Mini Moldorm Cave available to hope for bombs, and then go back to Blind's house.
Alright, we've had the big key to desert from the beginning, so let's see if it gives us anything useful in the chest. Not really. I mean, it's early enough that heart pieces are not the worst thing to find, but, like... Small key to swamp, though, in Blindside.
1 of 6.
Oh, that's right. We need lots of those now. Yeah, swamp has probably changed the most because suddenly we have 6 small keys. And most everything is behind. A lot of the stuff is behind those 6 small keys. Whereas pod doesn't change at all. Hera also not changing at all because they each have 1 and 6 keys, just like normal, respectively.
I completely missed Rozalyndis picking up the mirror.
Yeah, chat pointed out. I missed it too. I assume that was in desert. Alright, here's the well for Telethar. Oh, okay. Thank you, chat. So the Mirror Scroll not doing much for us. Pseudo Boots not doing much for us. Swamp big key in the well.
And that was a fortuitous mirror find earlier. We get taken to the Turtle Rock Bridge. Very nice Super Bunny.
Pod smalls are exactly the same. Telethar learns about the bush crab and all the rupees. Alright, the useless ferry is behind Castle Tower, so we don't have to climb that. Oh, there's where okay, that's where the front of Turtle Rock is. I'm surprised Telethar didn't go in and grab a full magic refill. Although he doesn't exactly have magic things to use. There's the real boots for Telethar.
Alright, Roz is gonna check one more entrance here before probably going back for Super Bunny Cave. Oh, it's Swamp!
Yeah, no flippers. We know where the flippers are. We just can't get to them until we have a moon pearl. Right near our start spot over in the Zelda Woods. Right, 20 rupees on Lake Hylia Island that we're never coming back for.
And that was a very smooth splash delete by Telethar.
Sure was. Not a whole lot in Super Bunny Cave. Man on the bridge gives us his heart.
Oh, hey, this is actually a very interesting entrance.
It is, except there's nothing she can do with it right now, other than mirror back to the light world. There has to be the Zelda Woods adds a must connect to the back area, and there's that must connect. But we can't drop down without the moon pearl because we can't pick up the bushes until we have the moon pearl.
Yeah, thwarted by bushes, which I completely forgot about, actually.
Yeah.
I was wondering why we didn't immediately get the flippers, but when both runners didn't get them, I thought it'd be pretty silly if I just asked.
Ra's gonna do some bunny walking with that mirror. Is gonna sequence. I don't think she's actually walked in here yet, so we'll see if there's anything in here that she can get with the. It is a thing. Looks like she didn't get the super bunny. Not all entrances are created equal when you're trying to do this trick. Right, Ra's gonna take her turn into Thieves Town. Not a whole lot over in the eastern area, as Telethar saves and quits.
Now, she does have the big key. She can go get the key pot check in the hallway.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Alright, Telethar makes his way into desert. With one small key, she can actually go a little bit further. There's another pot key you can get, although on 4 hearts it's going to be tough. Small key to Turtle Rock there.
And looks like she is going to go for it.
And this will be it. Fire Rod! Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Are we gonna go to
So
Zelda?
she
We're
can't
going
get-
to Zelda. Yeah, we can get to Zelda Cell. Not what you normally see.
Steve's cell?
Not. Oh yeah, the Maiden Cell. The cell with the girl.
Putting that new fire rod to work.
I mean, it's her only weapon. Has to go the long way around without gloves.
Another pod small.
There's that big key to Thieves Town for Telethar, finding the front of Skullwoods. And Telethar also finding the well, which will get him his mirror when he goes and gets... Oh, mirror's in the well. I guess we haven't seen the actual item that's sitting there. There's the hammer for Roz.
And probably soon the bow.
Yep.
Telethar going back into desert. Probably to do the mirror checks on the Turtle Rock Bridge.
Makes sense.
Alright, now I heard that this Pokey gave some people a lot of grief in a race yesterday. I don't know the details, but it was pretty bad.
He's not going to use the one small key to get the big key chest.
Alright, quick magic refill there.
Yeah, her only projectile weapon here is the fire rod. You're going to want to do this with fire rod shots rather than with bombs if you have an option. Well, using the bomb for the first one makes sense, but... Oh no, she's just going to keep using the bombs. Okay.
That worked well.
Yeah, I just got 20 rupees out of it. And we got one more item here.
Very easy to forget about this.
Ah, it's just a compass. Telethar sees that Super Bunny connector. I imagine he'll take it at the end. Wants to do all these other entrances first.
Did Roz forget about the third door there? Or did she do that already?
Which third door?
The door. Good grief. The right-hand door on the house with two doors. And chat saying she did it. Okay, good. That makes sense.
Telethar gets the news that this is how you get to the back here and can't do anything with it other than mirror back to the light world. Both runners have now done that.
Ooh, tempting 2-item cave there.
Hair small key,
hair
which
small.
is exactly the same as the regular hair small key. And the mushroom turns out to be a glove.
Wow.
As Telethar finds the potion shop, that's pretty big. I don't. Roz hasn't had that mushroom for very long. Has not had a chance to turn that in yet. Okay, looks like Telethar is going to do the turtle rock dip that Roz just did. An extra small key, so he might do the big key chest, maybe? Let's see what he does.
Oh dear, and he doesn't have a fire rod to make this easy.
No, he doesn't.
Ooh,
He
ouch.
hasn't done the Thieves Town dip. I mean, he did a Thieves Town dip. He did it without the big key. The fire rod was in the pot that is on the path to going to the attic. So he's going to abandon that. Yeah, I think this is fine. I mean, Ross didn't really get anything from the other. Okay. Oh, no, he's just going to save and quit. Okay. I don't know when Telethar gets back to Thieves Town, honestly.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough ask.
50 rupees in the water. And the smith's in the cave. Still early enough that 50 rupees can be useful, so he's going to pick that up.
Oh, that's where the second TR small
that's
was.
where that TR small was. Unfortunately, Roz, not having turned in the mushroom, does not get the glove there. Does find out the potion shop there. Meanwhile, there is a sword behind that glove that Telethar just found over on his way over to the desert area.
That is a very nice find.
Especially with any kind of boots. Now you're running around, and when you run into an enemy, you're mostly fine. I say mostly because there are a few enemies where that's just not the case, but...
And we can properly do hammer pegs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think hammer pegs works with pseudo boots, but it doesn't work without a sword. The hammer dash, that is.
Okay, there's Saha.
Yeah.
It's a little difficult to super bunny with a red potion, so Roz does switch back to the mirror.
Yeah, we can bonk this with the super bunny. And you know what else we can do? We have the super bunny again. Because once you bonk, you lose the state.
Fascinating.
Ice Palace is our green pendant today. Not that it really matters. We're doing all dungeons. Gotta do all the things. Oh, there's another glove. Oh boy.
Wow.
Okay, well, that's potentially early mitts unless the Moon Pearl decides to be really stupid.
Yeah, that is very out of logic right now.
I think this is just a small key.
Alright,
Okay.
Telethar
Yeah.
back for another chance at Turtle Rock.
With that bombos, because he's got the sword.
Much
that
better,
room becomes
yes.
easy. Yeah, that makes sense. Was that a Ganna's Tower small key? That was the...
It was.
Alrighty. We need a few of those. The climb has 2 locked doors, and of course, we have to go right and left. Right, we would need a key for that, a couple keys for the left. Again, I'm not gonna say the exact numbers because I'm not sure what the exact numbers are. We need keys. Yeah, Telethar is going to go ahead and grab this. It's just a piece of heart. This could have been big if it had been something useful. Now, given that's probably behind, instead of being behind just 4 small keys, it's probably behind, like, what else? 6, 8, whatever the number. Let's see. Rock has the key on the pokey, 2 pokey keys.
It's 6. I do remember Ice Mire and Turtle Rock are all 6.
So it's just the 2 pokey keys. Gotcha. There's the bow for Roz in Hype Cave. And he can go right back into Thieves' Town to get the things that he couldn't get before because he didn't have the big key. If he takes it as far as he can. Actually, he can take it further than the Fire Rod. But the Fire Rod is in here.
Well, this is very good for him. And Rozalyndis not too far away from that sword. And then I think we'll be evened up.
Each runner with a different glove, though.
That's what makes it very interesting.
I know, right? Alright, we can't do Mimic Cave as a bunny, even with the Super Bunny, because the bunny can't use Y button items. Telethar has his Fire Rod. Where was the glove that Roz found? It was in Saha, which was, she had the Super Bunny. She had to double Super Bunny it, in fact. I imagine after Telethar is done with this Thieves' Town play, he'll go back into his mirror portal. Should find his mitts. There'll be mitts for him. Relatively soon, assuming he will continue to sequence break.
Well, Telethar at least had the decency to say hello to the maiden and then take her to the front door.
Yeah, she won't come out with you. I think she says something if you try and take her out in vanilla. There's a spiral cave over at Swamp Palace entrance. Alright, we're gonna double Super Bunny for Telethar as well. See if he cares what the green pendant is. He does. Finds out it's Ice Palace. It's all dungeons, so barely matters. So in all dungeons, the pendants matter. The green pendant matters because you get an item off of Saha. All 3 pendants matter to some extent because, of course, that's Ped. The red crystals matter for the big bomb. And it's not impossible for... Actually, I wouldn't even say it's not impossible. It's actually certainly not likely, but it certainly is more likely than in regular seeds that the entrance to GT could have something we need for progression because it can hold things for pendants. Telethar's going to end his foray into the Dark World over here at the race game, which is interesting. Let's see what he does next.
So, I just learned you can actually use potions while in Super Bunny state.
Yep. You can't... Unfortunately, you can't use, like, a cape. Or a cane of Samaria. You know, things that
that'd be very helpful.
Yeah. Alright, Telethar checking a connector, finding it just goes to desert. See what he decides to do next. Roz will get her sword. So where is this Moon Pearl? Like, we haven't even seen a lot of dungeons, and we've done the things we can do in the dungeons that we found. Oh, there's our mountain start spot. We could see where that goes. I'm not gonna do that right now. No access to the west side of the mountain to actually rescue the old man and get that as a start spot. It's not a great start spot.
Telethar gonna dash over here for the one entrance under the rock.
Yep. Because, yeah, we saw the other two because of the connector. It's the bomb shop. Hera and Skullwoods are our red crystals today. I think this will be Telethar paying off Zora. Or first we're going to check Lake Hylia Island. Which he can do both checks because of the myths.
Yeah, this is something Rozalyndis won't be able to do for a little while at least.
Now, she's got to turn in that mushroom to get her gloves. What she has is mitts. Obviously, they aren't acting like mitts, but the intent is to have the... like, that mushroom was in logic early. Another good splash slate from Telethar, so he can go and do the stuff over near Zora. Without the Moon Pearl, is only going to be able to see what this cave is, and it probably hopes that it's nothing that he ever has to come back to. That is not nothing. That is a single item cave. Oh. Yep. That I'm not sure if that was on purpose or by accident, but yeah, you have to have, for whatever reason, the game looks for the Moon Pearl to give you a water walk. Why it even gives you a water walk? Who knows? Blue for Roz, that's nice.
Well, that gets us to the west side of the mountain.
It sure does. Oh, it's behind
and
the
makes
rock,
the mushroom turn in very easy.
Yeah. Yeah. She might not prioritize that. She might prioritize just the mountain, though. And just $20 back from Zora. Oh, she forgot to talk to the guy.
I had a feeling.
Wait a minute.
No, there's no way. There's no way that she missed it.
Okay, so quick story. There was years and years and years ago, probably like 5 years ago now, there was an SMZ3 race that was largely decided on one runner forgetting to talk to the NPC. Now, Turtle Rock Small Key normally is not a big deal at all, but we do need... She's gonna need at least one more to kill Trinex. This is old dungeon, so we'll need at least one more to kill Trinex. I believe in the other case it was a mirror, so there's that flute for Telethar. I was thinking of saving and quitting, but I think it's decided that this is faster, and he's probably right.
Okay, Rozalyndis is gonna farm up Zora money here.
The bush crab would be better.
Yeah. Yeah, almost Zora money, not all the way.
Now she is gonna get her glove. Both runners will have out-of-logic mitts now. Yeah, the game definitely telling us to go to the mountain. The west part of the mountain, because we've already seen a lot of the east part of the mountain. Immediate old man rescue cave? Sure looks that way.
Oh, we're gonna get the other M area, Meyer.
Yeah, I like what Telethar is doing better, just because it gets us 2 save quit spots if we check the back of the old man of the mountain cave. It also has a bunch of caves we can do not as a bunny, whereas this one only has a couple of caves we can do not as a bunny. I imagine both runners will swap places after. This is not a doable Skullwoods. We need some small keys. 2, in fact. We just get 1 item here. Oh, GT. Hello. Hello, GT.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so Telethar is definitely going to... I bet he does a bunch of shenanigans on the left side here. Cannot go right, because no Canis Maria. Pretty common for runners to sequence break this, though. Not going to grab that compass. He has boots to do most of his jumps. More than 2 bombs would be better, though.
No, he's just
or
gonna...
He can hover. Or he can hover. That's right, we have hovering turned on.
Yep.
I don't know too many people who will turn on hovering if they can't do it, so...
That was effortless. Like, wow.
I know, right? He's got a GT small key in here, which probably allows him to do the firebar room, and he gets up the sword!
We found Hyrule Castle East on Rozalyndis' side.
Was it in the desert entrance?
Yep.
Cool. Hyrule Castle has a big key in this mode. Oh, there's another Thieves' Town small key. Castle
Or a
Tower
second-
spot. Oh, okay, he's gonna
Second
stop
of
there.
4.
Second of 4.
Castle Tower smells.
Right. Which we do have to climb because it's all dungeons, so we need those. Misery Mire with 3 small keys. He should be able to do all the things with 3 small keys. Obviously, no big key. And no Canis Maria to beat the dungeon. Roz finds the library. Mire's kind of a classic place for an early, well, maybe not early. I'm not sure I classify 41 minutes as early. But for our Moon Pearl. And I think the compass for Hyrule Castle just is on. I don't think there's actually an item that's the compass for Hyrule Castle, so...
Looks
It's
like
really
it, yeah.
nice, because we know he's got 1 item, which is the one we got at the very beginning. Small key to ice. And I think bombs maybe were the other item, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You do Dark Cross, out of logic, though with the Fire Rod, not too bad. With a sword and a Fire Rod, not bad at all. Typically when I do this play, I will light the torch in the room with the actual chest. It's just easier and a little bit faster if you can hit that chest, hit that torch. Oh, tempered
Wow.
sword on the left side of Mire.
That's a nice find.
That is a really nice find for Telethar. Small key to Castle Tower and Dark Cross. We need that.
Oh, look, it's that fishbone room you talked about. Or not,
The next
well,
room.
here, this one. Yeah.
Yep, this one. Yeah, you do need a key. You need a direction to go here. Just a map, though. Oh, we found a floating island, and Roz is not going to do us the honor. I wish I should tell... You know, there should be a rule that says you have to pick up compasses if you're going to play this mode, so the commentators can know how many items there are. Laser bridge exit. Ganon's Tower small key for Telethar. Or if that'll send him back into Ganon's Tower to do more things with another small key. Might just wait for a hook shot. Put it a little more in logic. Well, actually put it in logic at all. Oh,
Oh, there's
a
the
lamp. Nice lamp. What was it? Oh, what was it in Dark Cross? It's now suddenly in logic for Telethar that
The third castle tower is small.
third castle towers. Well, third that we've seen overall, I guess. Small key to Ice Palace in the spike chest. And a piece of heart for Telethar. He's done. He's a connector that he doesn't want to take right away. See Meyer shed on Roz's side. Mystery Meyer small key for Telethar. I don't think he needs any more of those. He's done all the things that are behind keys. It does make routing to the boss a little bit better, because it is a little faster to go to the right than to the left.
Yeah, Spike Cave we're a little under-equipped for.
Yeah. Oh, Paradox Cave. Paradox Cave could be in logic if the other exit is in the light world. And it can be doable if either exit is in the light world.
That's very true.
So I'm guessing Telethar is going to go back to that. Wanted to see what the other cave was first, just in case it was one of the locations where Moon Pearl can just be sitting. Roz has now made her way over to the mountain, rescuing the old man.
To be fair, Hyrule Castle really told her to do stuff on the mountain.
It sure did. If she keeps going, she'll find that lamp to put some more stuff in Hyrule Castle in logic. I don't know. Yeah, and here's the playback into Paradox Cave for Telethar. Just needs to get past these Moldorms. So first, can we logically find a Moon Pearl in here? Well, we can't find a Moon Pearl if this isn't... Okay, that's Dark World. He's gonna go for the Super Bunny, but all you can really do here is leave and hope that this is a Light World exit. But if this is a Light World exit... Hang on. Is this gonna work? Oh, I see what he's doing. Okay. With sword beams, you can do this.
Fascinating. Hey,
Hyrule
there's
Castle,
the
big
Hyrule
key.
Castle.
That's really interesting. Another Desert Small.
Another Myers Mall. A shield.
Shield.
And another Desert Small. Okay.
We can actually get to the boss. It's four total keys for Desert. And most runners probably not going to do the right side unless they have all 4 keys. We might do the boss if they have all 4 keys. And we can get the other 2. Roz has 3 keys here. We'll see if she goes any further in this Misery Mire area. Small key to Skull Woods. We need a couple of those. Alright, King's Tomb has nothing for us. This should be the Mire area for Telethar, I would imagine. Not quite yet. He's gonna finish. He's got mountain stuff he still wants to do. He also, again, has 0 bombs.
Rod's having a little trouble with this crystal switch.
And Roz is going to go further.
This could
All
be
right, there was a
very
small
interesting.
Thing, right? Another swamp small. All right, just some heart in. So I think we saw some of this on Roz's side since she found her way up to the top of the mountain by other means.
And Roz had exactly enough bombs to open Rando Room. Hey, a book!
And a small key to Castle Tower. We're gonna
That's
need
all
that.
4.
Nice. Well, maybe there's something in Castle Tower. If we could find Castle Tower. We haven't seen it yet. Yeah, Telethar had no bombs, so it makes sense for him to go ahead and buy the bombs here. Also buys the arrows. Has already paid off Zora, so there's not a lot of things he needs to pay for. Just getting into Pod, which we're a little ways away from, plus maybe buying the big bomb. Oh, there's
our
the
moon pearl?
Oh my god.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
so is it the hook shot that we're supposed to have, or is it the fire rod? Plus however many number of GT small keys, I don't know what the number that we need is to put that moon pearl in logic. Oh boy.
That's crazy.
Another swamp
Wow.
small.
Okay, well, Telethar missed the fire rod on his first trip into Thieves' Town, but it didn't take him too long to get back. I wonder how long it'll be until he comes back to GT. Oof.
Okay, Telethar's gonna go ahead and check the back of the old man cave, the old mountain start. See where this goes. I like checking this early. A lot of runners put this off for a while. Even none of our start spots are that great. Sometimes you just want to find that better start spot. Oh.
Okay.
Well, that's going to be useful for the flippers when Telethar finds a moon pearl.
Yeah, that is much easier to get back to than the connector way.
So for Roz, hopefully when she saves and quits, she checks that. Like I said, a lot of runners don't. So that moon pearl, though, keep in mind, we don't know whether that moon pearl is behind the Cane of Samaria or the hook shot. We don't have either one. So it could be it's deep enough that you could get to it from either side. Oh, hello. We have Dark World access over here. And some number of keys. Yeah. There's a map. I don't think... in 80, I don't think you pick that map up. In 7 crystal mode, you probably do. Roz is going to find Paradox Cave over here and just be able to do it. Here's Pod with 3 small keys. Now, Pod logic doesn't change. Nothing changes here. Because there are no pot keys or drop keys in Pod.
Yep, dungeons are only allowed to have 6 keys unless you're GT, apparently.
Imagine Telethar's going to do as much as he can of this pod. He's going to do the big key chest. That's really interesting. Eastern Palace small key. We don't normally see those.
In fact, our tracker can't even track it.
Yeah. Yeah, apologies. Our tracker is only going up the normal number of keys. So Telethar, Roz, you guys broke the tracker. Roz going into Myra's gonna get a lamp out of this.
And a
another
sword if she does cutscene chest.
Yeah, she's got 4 keys. There's no reason not to. There's the Cane of Samaria. Okay.
Wow.
So that's really good for Telethar because that should get him back into Ganon's tower.
Yes.
And that cane was even in logic, unlike some of the others. And yeah, there's another pod key in this mire, so we got another one of those.
Now, what are the chances we find the hookshot as well?
We might. It wouldn't be in logic because we're now into 4 key territory for pod. So I would say actually relatively unlikely.
Well,
oh, he's gonna be able to get the big chest though when he gets back there.
He could climb, right? Another GT small.
I mean,
because even without the hookshot, he can hover.
He can hover. Okay, so there's 2 doors, 2 key doors. He would need to have 2 keys left after he did the stuff on the right side. So I would hope he would do the right side first. But yeah, we have all the things. We have fire, we have bow, we have the big key. And yeah, this is all dungeons, so eventually gonna need to do it. Oh boy, Ice Palace.
Another dungeon up here.
Yep. We have 3 keys to this. And he literally just got the Cane of Samaria, so yeah, Telethar is just gonna do this. Probably gonna clear everything but the big chest, because we do not have a big key. Okay, Misery Mire key does nothing. It probably puts the left side in logic and your Tempered Sword in logic. I imagine it's behind all the keys to do the left side. As you can, as most of you know, the game assumes you're going to use the keys in the dumbest way possible. So it just makes it so you can't lock yourself out of anything. Another Skullwood Small. We have found the back of Skullwood, so Telethar will be able to do that.
That is quite a lot.
Hyrule Castle Small Key. And again, another GT Small Key.
Wow. That's at least his 6th, I think. Yeah, number 6.
Yeah, his tracker says 6. 7 gets you everything, because you just never opened that middle door. Another Desert Palace Small Key. I think that's 3. Ra's also going to go ahead and buy the upgrades to refill her bombs and arrows. Ra's didn't do Paradox, apparently. Okay. To me sounds like... Oh, this is a shame, because she doesn't know about that the start spot that she could just go to. She's going to run all the way through Super Bunny Cave.
Well, at least she will find the back from the back, I guess.
Yep, and then never use it. Okay, Telethar making sure he grabs that pot. Looks like he already did. We're gonna get a head check here, I think.
Ooh.
I mean, it's all dungeons. I know you like your shields, but I don't think anyone's gonna have mirror shield today.
Regrettable.
It has to be a blind ped pull.
And here's Cold Stare.
Yeah, Telethar gonna save some magic by using the bombos for the first phase. We'll try and get it into the corner and switch to the fire rod if need be. Does not need to. Very nice spins.
And the ice rod in ice. Okay.
Of course, why not? Telethar gets his green pendant, can turn that into Saha. Not quite in logic, so you don't have the big key, but almost in logic. We'll see if he goes back to GT now that he's got right side. Does need to do the conveyor room, so that's what he's going back in here for. This could turn into essentially a triple dip ice palace if we have to get the item in the big chest. Alright. Roz is back on the mountain, so this is probably her remembering that she didn't actually do Paradox Cave. That would be my guess. She, like Telethar, wanted to see what was in the next cave first, and was probably planning on coming right back to it, but got distracted by something, as often happens in Crosskeys.
Yep. The options keep opening up in front of you, and sometimes you forget.
And it's just a key to Turtle Rock. Alright, Telethar has done everything he can in Ice Palace for now. See if this is back to GT. This has to be back to GT.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get that pearl and catch up.
He's gonna get
Meanwhile-
more things. He's gonna get everything on the right side. He's gonna get the big chest.
And Roz, meanwhile, needs to clear out, well, dip pod for the cane, and then clear ice to catch up.
Yep. I'm going to be interested to see how many keys Telethar has left after this. I don't think he's going to have the option of doing both the left side and climbing. He might choose between the two. Now, normally I would say do the left, finish up the left side, although I think all he has left is Rando Room. All he'll have left is Rando Room at that point. Whereas the climb is required because our runners like to do all the things.
It looks like Telethar has 7 GT smalls, so he should be able to do everything.
Oh, has a key? Yeah, because he probably used one earlier. He would have. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, because he did the firebar room. Yeah, he would have to have used. Yeah, he can do all the things. Just don't open the middle door. So yeah, he can finish breaking the left side with the by bonking and bomb jumping and hovering. Another small key to Hyrule Castle. Big key to.
Oh, there's.
Another small key to Hyrule Castle. Big key to Eastern.
Well, that's required. Hey, blue bottle. We're not.
Yeah, and that's a good point from PH in chat that if you can go to both sides, you can skip the door on the right side. So when Telethar gets to Hyrule Castle, he's gonna just be able to do the things.
Rozalyndis has all 4 castle tower smalls, but looks like she has better things to do first. I guess she wants
Have
to
we
clear out these.
seen- Oh, did we just see Castle Tower?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Oh, is she going back? Or curio shop, I guess.
I call this the dumb shop because it's in a dumb location.
They must really
wants
not
to
want
go here?
customers.
I know, right? It's a shop. Normally it's the small shield shop.
Okay, she is going back now.
Get some items out of Castle Tower, maybe? We're gonna get one more new check from Telethar because Roz did not have the big key when she was in here earlier. Just bombs. Okay. The better question is Telethar going to climb now? I mean, I don't see any reason why not. With hovering turned on, and he's already shown that hovering not a difficult thing for him. Oh my god, that bomb scared me.
Yeah.
He had fallen through without getting the pearl. That would have been very bad. And as one of our trackers and wonderful restreamers has pointed out, the hookshot, Tomaltech, reminding us the hookshot could be there. At least in the first 3 chests, not the last one, obviously. And we are climbing. Makes sense, it's all dungeons, gotta do this eventually anyway.
Hey, there's our net.
Chat calling for a logical double climb. This will not be a double climb for Telethar. Unless his hovering skills go from super good that we saw earlier to... I mean, to be fair, hovering is kind of one of those skills that can come and go for runners, but he looked on point with it earlier.
Oh yeah, it was just so confident, so smooth.
Both runners doing a climb at the same time. It looks like Telethar only has 3 out of the 4 Castle Tower keys, so hopefully for his sake he gets the 4th one before he finds this and doesn't climb, most of the way.
I don't remember where the one he's missing is.
Well, Telethar hasn't touched the mire area, so I'm guessing it's one of the things that Roz got over there.
That sounds completely reasonable.
Now Roz is going to finish this, and she's going to be able to go into Pod and Ice Palace. This is going to drop her off at the top of the pyramid. A very pink Ice Palace.
Oh, we're gonna go into here without the cane, without checking the other entrance.
Oh, that's
Oh, this is gonna feel bad.
Yeah, it is. Okay, no hook shot, but 3 small keys, so she is gonna be able to do everything. Another pod small for Telethar. Ooh, there's a
wow!
Oh my god. Well, I mean, hovering's turned on, so it's fine, and both runners, you know.
So we're gonna do this and then go right to Swamp, I guess?
We could.
Actually, wait, how many? He's got 3 Swamp Smalls right now.
Let's see. So there's 6 total. Left side's behind all 6. Getting to the back, I think, takes 5, but actually 4 because it's Becky. So he really wants one more Swamp Small Key, I think, before going.
And a Validation single rupee.
I mean, the one plus for Roz is she's not going to have to come back in for this key.
Oh, nice triple there for Telethar.
Alright, that's Aga 2 down for Telethar. So, chat asking where flippers are. Flippers are at the drop down that we need to be at the back of Skullwoods for. Telethar will get it probably on his next save and quit. Because the old man, back of old man start, back of mountain start is at the back of Skullwoods.
This is,
I have no idea what this is, but it's something because he's dropping down. Oh, it's Magic Bat. And he's already turned in the mushroom, which is good because the mushroom gave him a glove, but we can't fake powder it is the point.
So, Rozalyndis didn't get the Ice Palace bomb jump, went back, hit the switch, and then mirrored, and is now doing this again.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It's definitely going to be more of a time loss. And the one time save she had of not having to come back for the conveyor key is lost out of this. Actually, okay, the back of Escape was this drop down, but we just start at Sanctuary to get the flippers. And you know, Telthar's going to go ahead and use the small key to get the key rat and get the Dark Cross item.
Oh, right, that's his 4th Castle Tower small.
Okay, he's not going to go to Dark Cross. I mean, no, okay, going to Dark Cross would open another key door. He doesn't want to do that. He can get to. He knows he can get to it from the front when he finds Hyrule Castle.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
There are four Hyrule Castle keys total. Okay, this will be flippers.
Well, it is looking like Telethar's got a pretty solid lead at this point, but there are still some twists that could come up later.
I mean, there's a lot of game to play. We have a lot of dungeons to clear. And Telethar still hasn't gone to the Mire area, which surprises me. But let's see, what are we going and doing now? There's a Thieves Town over here. Does he have the keys for Thieves Town? He might. There's 3 keys to Thieves Town, if I recall. We count pot keys.
Yes. And he's got all 3.
Yeah, because he used one.
Did she not get the iced tea
She'll
item?
get it here. Oh, she'll get it here.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it looked like she was going to do the route where you go all the way down the tall icy room to go into this room, but somewhere along the line she switched it up. She already, because that door is normally a key door, and she's already opened it. Alright, this time we get to lift the rock. We also get to get the big chest. We also actually get to keep the maiden. The doors are already open. As you can see, you can run through them.
Alright, simultaneous boss fights here. And Telethar doing, that thing.
Doing a thing. We just watch Roz's fight.
Nicely done.
Just 300 rupees on blind. And now she's gonna go see Pod and do what she can of Pod. She might have more keys, but is unfortunately
This is the fun part of Mosaic Blind.
Yeah, sure. That is a word for it. Telthar's gonna do more desert.
In this state, that is impressive.
I don't think he has the big key, so can't. No, he does have the big key. Never mind. He can finish this. He's gonna go ahead and do that.
Wow.
So Roz has with the two, has the same small keys, but is not going to do the big key chest. It looks like, so we might get the harmless hallway from her. We did not see.
Accidental ice rod there on the torches. Oh my, this is so cool.
Yeah,
I don't want to ever see it again, but it is really cool.
I'd say that is a word for it. So we didn't get anything in the back of desert. Although I wouldn't swear to it because I was pointedly not watching his screen. Now here's something we didn't see. Okay, just bombs in harmless hallway. At some point, I imagine Telethar is going to go back in and pay a visit to Saha. Find out what the green pendant gets him.
That would be reasonable.
He's also going to get some of these things. There's a small key to something!
Oh, empty bottle being returned. If he's auto-tracking, he would know what the key is.
Yeah, he's got the auto tracker on.
And I'm scouring his tracker, trying to figure out what key it was. I actually can't tell.
Yeah, I don't know. Just bombs on Saha. So how does this... He has to save and quit. Which he'll do after he runs through and does the rest of this South Dark World stuff. Unless he decides, you know, grab a smith or something. And sadness for Roz with that Canis Samaria after she's completed Ice Palace.
Alright, so, she needs to clear out the rest of GT. She has to do the right side for a, Eastern Big. And then is also behind a desert.
Meanwhile, Telethar needs that Castle Tower small key and is behind a Castle Tower climb. Oh, hey!
Oh, hey!
Apparently fluting does things. Still not going to the Mire area. I kind of wanted to go to the Mire area just because the Hyrule Castle stuff that we haven't... There's a bunch of Hyrule Castle stuff that Rozalyndis couldn't do when she was there because she only had, like, one small key. Is there a benefit to the mosaic? No.
I mean, it looks really cool.
I'm sure, again, that is a word. No more throwing bottles into the fairy fountain because if they're both in the same world, you will get the exact same thing in both fairy fountains. One is in the light world and one is in the dark world. They will give you different things. Oh, we found Eastern. Did we find Eastern before? We have Eastern.
This was that dark shopping mall, and yeah, she does not have the Eastern Big.
She doesn't have, well, and she doesn't have any small keys either.
Oh, also good point. That's not normally something we care about.
I know, right? So what's nice here for Telethar is that we've already seen what's at K45 entrance. It's TR West. So there's no reason for him to mirror there. So he can abandon the purple chest earlier and just run to the turn-in. Eastern normally would... Eastern has 2 small keys. Ooh,
hey,
silvers. Telethar demonstrating just how far away you can be from the guy and still get the item. I think we've seen a couple small keys to skulls in this Eastern Palace for Roz.
Yep, she is up to 4, it looks like.
Yeah, Telethar looks like he might actually head over to the Dark Shop Mall area as well, because he did not flute away from the Bombos Tablet, and I can't think of anything else that he would be doing over here. Unless it's this entrance is something. It's Spiral Cave. Oh, we're gonna do Spiral Cave. Okay. Roz did this already. I think both runners have seen the other end of this.
Yes.
I know Roz followed it. Telethar can take advantage of the fact that it spits him out in the pod area and do the pod area checks.
Bumper cave, we haven't seen these yet.
Do that. Yeah, bumper cave from the side we can't do because only have the hook shot, don't have the cape. This is dark potion shot for Roz. So we'll get a catfish check for her. Just 50
Well,
bucks from the
that's-
catfish.
More money than we're gonna get from Zora.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Roz has done any of this stuff.
Okay, we're
Telethar-
gonna find out what this small
Yeah.
key is here. We saw this quite a while ago.
Now we've seen where the exit is.
Oh,
Another
Eastern.
Last Eastern Palace key, I think. Telethar is gonna do the bomb jump over. You know, it kind of takes him away from the pod area. Hey, maybe you should, Oh, Telethar hasn't seen that key. Roz saw that key. Okay.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And Telethar says, you know what? Maybe I should do the Mire area. I don't know whether it was a reminder. Did you see what it was over at Gina's cave?
A map of some
Oh.
sort.
No, well, that's not very interesting. Oh, it's only the second Eastern Palace key. Okay. Wait, there's only two. Because
Yeah.
there's the one that you get in the dark, and then there's the one. Well, they're both in the dark actually. There's the one when you're going to the back, and one when you're going to the big key chest.
Now, Telethar has enough small keys to do this,
Yeah,
right?
he's got two. That's all you need.
So, what do we actually need now for Go mode? The pod big.
Things, stuff and things. Yeah, pod big is a big one.
The Meyer big, the TR big.
Yep. So big keys. We need big keys.
And we haven't found Hera, and we haven't seen Laser Bridge. Those are the only two dungeon
Yeah.
entrances. And item-wise, we're pretty well equipped.
As far as small keys go, we're missing quite a few small keys still because key drop does.
Laser Bridge.
There's Laser Bridge. Oops, this is easy to do. There's another Swamp Small. The single arrow on Moth. Another Pod Small. We do need Pod Smalls. Both runners use all their Pod Smalls, so Laser Bridge looks like it's going to take care of that. Should give them both 5 once they've both done it. And with the cane, Ra's also going to be able to do Crystal Roller. Okay, Myra entrance is ether, so we can't do that. $100 on the library. We saw that from Roz. I'm mostly interested. I think Hyrule Castle entrance is the desert entrance, so it's going to take a second for Telethar to get there. Oh, this is.
Oh yeah, we saw this from Roz a while ago.
Did she hover?
Nope.
Okay.
I think that was before we had the Moon Pearl.
Oh, right, of course. Yeah, because she definitely did not have the Moon Pearl when she was over here. Telethar's going to go ahead and take the connector, because he can float right back to the Mire area to get the rest of the stuff. And frankly, he could just use the book to enter desert. Or not enter, yeah, the desert entrance. Oh, okay, well.
Okay. Well, speaking of the book...
Yeah, gets to check it. Free book check.
Oh, there's Hera.
Oh, Hera, okay.
I completely missed where this was.
Yeah, so did I. But we can full clear this. Again, Hera's that other dungeon that doesn't change at all when you have the full key drop shuffle on. Unfortunately, the Hera small key is just as trash in this mode as it is in the others.
Mm-hmm.
Does exactly one thing, and it makes you sit and wait for these tiles.
At least there's nice music to wait to.
Okay, so the rest of yeah, because Telethar was in the pod area and ended up taking a connector away.
So he's not going to miss this for long, I don't think.
Oh. And we find the exit to Bumper Ledge, which gives us nothing. Hera is a crystal, not that it matters that much at this point. We don't know what our last pendant is, do we? Again, all dungeons, we don't really care. Oh, and Telethar was about to do it, and he's like, you know, I don't have that last small key, so maybe I shouldn't do this yet. He's gonna do front of Turtle Rock, though.
Oh, there's
one of our big keys. Let's see if Telethar can resist the urge to go back into Castle Tower, because he can do everything but beat it. Oh! Turtle Rock big key is in Turtle Rock.
Who would have suspected that?
So if you were hoping to kill Trinex and then get the front of Turtle Rock after you kill Trinex, it joke's on you. Not gonna happen. And a TR small key. And two TR small keys.
No way.
Oh, gosh. Okay, Telethar is resisting the urge to do Castle Tower right now. Footing away to 3. Okay. Not sure what he plans to do here. Oh, big chest. Oh, he's just gonna go ahead and beat Trinex. Okay.
And that cape puts Lizard Bridge in logic. This is
yeah,
like
we would have done
one
it anyway.
Very self-sufficient TR.
Yeah. He's gonna get those pod keys in here too, which are gonna be good for him, the pod small keys. As long as he doesn't decide to go back immediately to spend them. Only because, yeah, we don't need a triple dip pod. So Telethar's main thing is he needs to find entrances that Roz has found. He hasn't found Eastern, he hasn't found Hera. Eastern being in the dark shopping mall area, hasn't found Hyrule Castle, which has this Castle Tower small, we think. And maybe other things, because, like, Roz didn't have enough keys to do everything when she was there. See if, and I think, you know, there's... The only exit he can't get back into is if this were Misery Mire. We know it's not, so it'll be interesting to see if he decides to check this.
Roz didn't get the key out of Speck Rock Cave, did she?
Oops. Okay, Telethar's not going to risk the laser bridge entrance. I get that. And like I said, there's he's seeing the GT entrance and the Pyramid Fairy entrance, so there's only the one. That's where one of the small keys to Eastern was.
One very valuable small key, because we do need one of them.
Yeah, the second one only gates the big key chest, but the one to get to the back. Logically, of course, we need both for the back, because, you know, game says, don't use your keys wrong, we're not going to let you. Compass that we've already got. Big key to Mire in the pod big chest.
Wait, so that collectively is no mode?
I think so. Roz
Yeah.
needs to climb GT to get that hook shot.
Oh,
Also,
goodness.
to the comment that runners never care about logic, that's a load of, well, you know what? This is ESR. I can say it's bullshit. They'll break it. They'll break it to pieces and try and put it back together later. But there's a case in point, race I called a few weeks ago where by not following the logic, the runners were looking in places where things can't be. Yeah, this is really good for Roz, because Telethar can't finish this.
Yep, he's gonna lose a little bit of time. Okay, wait, hang on. So Hera Big had the Pod Big, which had the Mire Big?
Yep. Telethar needs
I
to
love
find Hera.
Telethar putting those silvers to good use.
Yeah, he's hoping that because in a league last year where they did the key drop shuffle in the 80 keys mode, had a number of times where the last Castle Tower key was just in Castle Tower.
I think I remember a couple of races like that.
So, you know, Telethar hoping that that's gonna... question in chat, can Roz hover? Well, I mean... I would assume the answer is yes, because it's turned on. But, you know, maybe she just wanted to turn all the things to have all the things.
And chat asking about swamp that is on the east side of the mountain at the bottom of Paradox Cave.
Alright, Telethar really needs to get back over to the Mire area, and actually really the desert area, to get that Hyrule Castle, to get that small key. Also needs to go to Dark Shopping Mall to find Eastern, and needs to go to back to the pod area to get Tower of Hera. Tower of Hera starts a chain of keys that he needs.
Alright, we're gonna get a Mire clear here from Roz.
Yeah, I think she's done most of these things, but we're gonna get a big chest and a Vitreous.
The other half of what I was gonna say just evaporated.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The big chest has just a...
Oh, right, okay, so chat was saying Roz can't hover, but she has the hover setting by choice on, which is, I respect
a decision.
It's a choice.
It is a choice. It is not a choice I would make. I mean, I in general, I have no issue with people hovering, to be clear. When it actually came to a vote, I just didn't vote, because I just didn't care. Like, make it legal, make it not legal. I can't do it. I'm not going to learn to do it. There are worlds in which hovering actually can lose you time as well as gain you time. That said, if someone said to me, you're going to be playing against people that hover, do you want to turn it on, and you can choose to turn it off? I'm going to choose to turn it off because I can't do it. Yeah, exactly, Laser Lemons. It could, especially Hookshot Cave is like the big one where someone can lose a ton of time if they're marginally good at hovering but not really good at it. Okay, so this could be really good for Telethar. Is in going back to the Dark World, either Dark Shopping Mall or the pod area are good places for him to get things that he needs. Ra's going to show us one more new thing. Has a lot of nice things for this fight, but doesn't have the silvers. So it's gonna have, and doesn't have a safety item. So it's gonna have to do an NMG fight, but has, you know, blue mail and plenty of health and bottles of something. I'm not sure what.
Actually, I don't know what she has in the bottles. I know she had a red potion and used it some time ago. Oh, that was where Laser Bridge was.
Yep. At this point, I think Telethar might end up go mode Castle Tower Small Key, because with this big keychain that he's going to run into, hasn't touched Swamp, though, interestingly enough. If he could avoid Swamp, which he can do whenever he wants, he'll be in really good shape. Oh, that's where her. Okay. Right, because he got spit out at Light World Flute 5, went into the Dark World, found Spec Rock Cave, bomb jumped across it, and did things from that. And that's a one-way trip.
I will agree with you on that, because I don't remember.
But never got to this particular entrance, the one on the outside. This will put him on his big keychain, most likely. Does need to still find Eastern over at the Dark Shopping Mall area.
And regarding that last Castle Tower Small, it's unlikely he's going to orphan that because he's got the rest of the front of escape. So that's a pretty dense location for him.
Yeah, he's got all the keys. He just hasn't found a Hyrule Castle entrance yet.
That's right! Because 2 of them are not accessible. It's only Desert Main.
He has to go to Desert Main for that. Yeah, it's actually a really good question, PH. Because I'm actually a little surprised he hasn't gone into Swamp yet, which, you know, is good for him, because as far as we can tell, there ain't nothing there. Okay, Ra's gonna go back into Hyrule Castle and get the rest of the things, so we get to find out what's here. Oh, not the rest of the things, she's only got 1 key. There's that pod big key for Telethar. He's got the small keys from Turtle Rock, so he can do all the rest of the things. Like, actually, he's got all 6 pod small keys. And yeah, Moogle suggesting in chat he just still needs entrances. Might want to find the entrances. But yeah, it's hard to really say who has what advantage on this one. Ra's having that hookshot on GT climb when you have to do it. Like, if this were in all dungeons and you didn't have to climb GT, then it's kind of like, well, I can orphan the one chest and whatever the drop down is, and hopefully it doesn't bite me. But she's assuming that it's going to be a double dip climb. If she does it before she gets the hook shot. But the hook shot's there, so yeah, it's a really bad position.
Okay, Telethar about to discover Eastern.
Yep. So we'll get to find out what all the things are in Eastern, because he's got the keys. Finds a nice bomb refill station at Graveyard Ledge on his way.
Heart number 17. He does want that. Okay.
I appreciate a man that picks up the 17th heart. I think he's actually on blue mail. I know he picked up a mail upgrade on the desert ledge.
Yes. It's very hard to tell with this sprite, but you have to
Yeah,
look at
the eyes. You have to look at the eyes. And those they're well, the red would be obvious. So he's on blue. Another Swamp Palace small.
That is number 5 for him. So maybe he wasn't going to Swamp because of the key count, but...
Yeah, now he's got 5 keys, so now Swamp's got to look really good, because there are 6 total, and you're never going to worry about because with Specky Clip, you can skip the 1 key door.
Now, Chad is saying the eyes look green, and honestly, they do.
Yeah, if I didn't... Yeah, but I saw him pick up blue mail on the desert ledge.
Yeah, I remember even watching to see the eyes change color.
So they are blue. This isn't me saying, oh, they look more blue, therefore he has the blue. No, he actually did pick them. But my original point was he doesn't have red mail, because if he had red mail, then the red would be very obvious. All right, Roz's gonna go ahead and finish up Thieves Town. Makes sense for her. I think she's got all the keys for this. See, we got a fellow Darkling sprite user in chat says it's blue.
So far, while avoiding the GT climb, Rozalyndis hasn't wasted too much time doing unnecessary checks. Oh, the last GT small that we do not care about.
Well, I mean, certainly Telethar doesn't care about us, since he's already done everything he needs to do in GT. The big chest, also new, has piece of heart for 18 hearts. I know he skipped at least 1 heart piece, so we're not going to get the 20 hearts today. So anybody that was hoping for 20 hearts, you're not going to get it. We've already seen all the things in Thieves Town, so nothing new here. We're going to get a new item over here at the Armos Night. And Ra's not gonna do the thing.
Like a sensible person.
Thank you. Just bombs on Armos. So that's 8 dungeon clears for Telethar. This is 7 for Roz. Alright, Telethar, where are we going now? Back over to the Myra area, which would be really good for him. His go mode is sitting in the pod, big chest, but he's going to get his other go mode here. Actually, I was thinking this was going to end up being his go mode. He's going to find Hyrule Castle. He's going to do all the things. He will get his CT small. And it's a question of essentially whether he does Swamp first or Pod first, I think. This is looking really good for him. Roz is keeping up, but that GT climb is just... It's so hard to pull that trigger if you don't think you're going to be able to yeah. So her go mode is just going to be that hook shot. She might even go hookless Swamp before she climbs GT, which would be really
Oh no. Now, I'm thinking Telethar must know something about logic that we don't, because the fact that he was going for new entrances when he's got Pod and Swamp to do.
Yeah, no, it's reasonable. Oh, and Desert Palace small. That gets him right side desert. I believe there's one more Hyrule Castle small key out there because there's one more key door that he hasn't opened. And will never open. And that's just a Skullwoods key. Okay.
Alright, this CT small could have been Ross's only out, and it's about to evaporate.
Yep. Telethar just wasn't getting back to this area.
And I'm sure he's very happy to find that.
Oh, for sure. Now he just needs to get the big key, the Meyer big key in Pod Big Chest, and he will be in go mode. And is this going to be... No. Spike Cave. Okay. You don't need the cave when you have 18 hearts. To be fair, he's going to go through it a little faster, I guess. 14 hearts, you can do this without the cave. Okay, that's his last heart, because he's left at least... Again, he's left at least one piece of heart out there.
So, no mirror shield, no 20 hearts.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, now we're doing Swamp. We're gonna have to ask him about this.
See if he full clears it. Okay, so Swamp is 15 items. Which makes sense, because there are 6 small keys in Swamp that we don't normally worry about. Well, 5, I guess. The one we have to find. Oh, look, a big key we don't want. I mean, I gotta imagine he full clears this. Well, okay, so he maybe does. We'll see if he skips anything in Swamp. It would not surprise me if he just full clears this. And the best thing that can happen, Roz really needs Telethar to spend a hot minute in here. And then get up, at this point, get to the GT climb to get her hook shot. Right side GT gets her Eastern Big Key. Pretty certain she has the one Eastern Big Key she needs in order to beat the dungeon.
Yes. And then, of course, the TR big at the front of TR.
The front of TR. So those are the things that Roz needs to do. Now, that's a much tougher ask because, Telethar's going to take his time here and take his time. He's obviously trying to go as fast as he can, but yeah. Which pot key are we referring to, Tombletuck? Oh, the one you need the hook shot
for. There's a
for.
sword in
Okay.
the swamp.
Well, memes persist. Yeah,
The other medallion as well.
Yep, we can get into Misery Mire entrance now. Okay, so the question was, the pot key in the big chest room didn't give a text box. Okay, there's our last Hyrule Castle key. Okay, so you have it. Yeah, you've got the explanation there, Blue Link. If it comes out of a chest, you get the text box. If it doesn't, you don't get the text box. Which in regular no key drop, there's only a couple of keys where that even applies to. But in key drop, it applies to a lot of keys. Oh, hi, Powder.
Yay, another check that we
He
could
could-
maybe waste
he
time
could-
on.
Drop down. Well, it's actually a convenient location if you think about it, because pod being on the top of the castle means that you could do pod, and then if your answer isn't in pod, which it is, so we're never actually going to see the check, you could then
that's
drop
where it was.
down. Yeah.
And Telethar out of pretty much necessity here, going back for left side swamp.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. This will be a bit of a time sink. Roz back in GT. We'll at least get our Eastern Big Key, which kind of a good news, bad news for her, because the Eastern Big Key might dissuade her from climbing.
That would be so unfortunate.
I mean, I don't know if she was planning on climbing anyway, but I feel like it'd be even less likely that she would choose to climb if, with these checks giving her something else to do. I mean, I totally get it, and from her point of view, it's not something you really want to do. There's that Eastern Big Key. She's going to go get the pot key down here, or the pot item that would normally be a key. Is a pot. Oh, a shovel! Oh, yay! A shovel in
Oh, wait, did he...
House.
Oh, no, never mind. That's not the right room. And of course the big key, or the big chest for Rozalyndis.
Oh, yeah, she just go... Yeah, okay, this makes sense. I believe there were, I want to say bombs in the big chest. Certainly wasn't anything we needed.
I think you're right.
Oh, hey, there's red
mail.
mail. See, he was blue. It was bombs in the big chest. I remember some things.
Okay. Roz is going for...
Oh, she might not
map
have done...
chest.
Yeah, I was going to say, she might not have done the firebar room, which is also known as the map chest.
Still hookshotless, has to bonk all the way there.
This is in logic with the right number of keys, which normally is 4.
What's puzzling to me, though, is this is out of logic without the hookshot. Which is
The
what
map
she's...
chest? No, the
Oh,
map
no,
chest
she's-
is not out of logic.
Wait, oh, right, what?
The map chest
right,
is not
no,
out of
'cause you can
logic.
bonk- yeah.
Because you don't have to do any bomb jumps to get there.
Well,
And she
Roz
left. I mean,
is-
I get it. Like,
No, fluting...
no, she misfluted and then she's fluting again. Okay. Oh, this is really smart from Telethar. He's just going to go ahead and do Castle Tower. That's going to put him at the top of the pyramid, which puts him near Pod. So this is... I mean, he doesn't know it, but like this is really good routing. He doesn't know it. He's going to be in go mode fairly shortly.
Yeah, it's always impressive just how much information Telethar is processing and making his decisions. Well,
All right,
here's
well,
the
this
front
is-
of TR.
This is another thing that Roz needs. She does need the big key here. She's going to get it. She's also going to get 2 TR small keys. So she'll probably do Trinex after this. And without the hook shot, she remembers to do this the long and slow way. And Roz knows where the where Laser Bridge entrance is, so I imagine she'll go there. So to answer chat, Telethar had already cleared all of Castle Tower, so he just needed to do it. Telethar full clear Castle Tower. The last key, so it just couldn't go through the last key door, and is coming back to clean it up. Oh, let's see, what else? Oh, this isn't Laser Bridge, this is TR West. I wonder if she forgot where Laser Bridge is. I mean, this'll work, it'll get her there, but she's seen Laser Bridge. And she's like, you know what, I've seen Laser Bridge, I'm gonna go there.
She might have just mixed up the two entrances in her head.
Oh, easily. I mean, it's not even just mixing it up. Like on your tracker, when you're tracking these dungeons, depending on how good your eyesight is, from far away, it can look like the dungeons can look the same. So you just go to the wrong one, and then you realize, oh wait. Now I don't know what tracker she uses. It looks like some sort of emo tracker. Maybe it is just emo tracker. If not, it's some sort of offshoot. So I can't speak to exactly what it looks like. I use the Muffins tracker, which is what Dunka which is based off Dunka's tracker, which was based off a Cross Products tracker. For those of you that go back far enough, the original Cross Product back in the day, the tracker was originally created by Cross Product, who I don't think has been doing much in the ALttPR community in at least 6 or 7 years. So.
These are all names that mean absolutely nothing to me.
Yeah, Cross Products is a real good dude. I met him and Dunka, both good people, at SG Live. So, you know.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Right, there's that cape, and she hasn't done a crystal roller, so this makes sense.
Oh, the lava chest.
Right, lava chest.
From way back then.
Way back. I wouldn't have remembered that this is the thing I skipped. Until I, tubed by it and saw, oh, hey, look, that's the thing I skipped.
Alright, Telethar on his way back in to get his go mode.
Yeah, I like that he did the Helm of Kill first, because if the big key he needed was just simply on Helmasaur, he's just done. As it is, he's going to be done fairly quickly. He's going to do, with 2 keys, he can do this however he wants. He's got all the pod keys. We'll see if he decides to do another hammer jump, or if he decides to just walk through the dark maze.
Looking at Telethar's tracker, there is one ice small that he's not found.
Oh yeah, it's the only one that's not green. Yeah, on the Muffins tracker, this is a thing he added, which I greatly appreciate, is that the key color turns green when you have all the keys.
And it's also an option, because I remember a race where both runners were using the same tracker, but one of them didn't have the green turned on, and I was very confused.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of different options on his tracker. In fact, I recently went through and customized a bunch of the colors for different dungeons, and that is go mode for Telethar. Just needs to do Misery Mire.
Yep, 2 hours, 4 minutes in.
All dungeons key drop. We're gonna sub 215. Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't think it's gonna be a sub 210, but sub 215 for sure. That's a
pretty good time, good. I guess.
I mean, this just in, Telethar is a pretty good player at this game. Roz also a very good player in her own right. just a really tough matchup. And the hook, I guess, like we keep saying, she's really held her own in this one. But that hook shot location is just really bad for her. Just really, really bad.
Probably the worst place it could have been for her.
Yeah. I will be curious to ask Telethar if he would have climbed if hovering was banned.
And that's Telethar setting up Spooky.
Mm-hmm. Usually the backup version, but when you can't actually flute to 6 to actually do Misery Mara, you can only do the backup version.
Nicely done. And all things considered, Roz is only behind a GT climb and a quick trip through swamp, actually.
Yeah, and her swamp would have been a go mode swamp. She doesn't actually need anything in that dungeon.
Vitreous gets 1 lightning blast in just for good measure.
I mean, 19 hearts red mail. Probably could have had 20. Let me see if I can see I can't. Oh no, it looks like he's got 2 pieces of heart. I know he skipped 1. I don't know if the other one was one he skipped or one he just never found. Oh, now we're really scraping the barrel because we have an ice big chest.
I think she knows if it was on the climb, she's lost for sure.
I mean, that's definitely the way she's playing this.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't want to do Hookless Swamp either. So, like, this one-off, she suspects that Telethar probably did this without a big key. And therefore, it's not something he'd get back to.
More likable than Telethar. So I'm probably gonna blame Telethar anyway.
Alright, Telethar can tank as many of those fire bats as he wants, but I was gonna say he got away without it, but he took 1 hit. Alright, phase 4, just 4 silver arrows here. And sending for the triple.
Very
well
nice.
done. Alright, GG to Telethar. He's going to improve to 5-2, and he will be one of the 19 runners competing for 16 playoff spots in the play-in race.
Finishing with an official race time of 2:08:35. GG's to Telethar. Roz, DNF shortly thereafter. Do we know for sure it's 19? Because I know there's a pair up, pair down that could change the number.
That's what Allison said.
Okay, well maybe that's already been played.
Alright, we're going to see if our runners will be joining us.
Yep, and the first question in the race chat was hookshot ? Upstairs GT. Yeah. We do have Telethar joining us. GG's Telethar.
GG's.
Yeah, that was funny.
Okay, so my first question to you is how did Clearmouse talk you into doing a commentary right before your own race?
What do you mean?
Very much enjoyed that one as well.
That was good. This was a seed.
Yeah, I mean the hook. Okay, so real question. Of course, you all had hovering turned on, and as it turns out, Roz turned it on, even though she doesn't actually hover.
Yeah.
Which is a choice.
I think that the decision to turn it on should be
respect it.
based on. I mean, I think the decision to turn it on should be based on if you think it should be allowed, not like if you think it's advantageous for you.
That's fair.
But yeah.
Would you have? But the question is, would you have climbed if hovering was banned in this scene?
Not. I would have chased all my logic first.
Okay.
I did know that it was hookshot locked. My Moon Pearl was hookshot locked. So.
Because of the key numbers in GT.
Yeah, well, there's a key on the right side of Ice Palace for GT, and I mean, like, technically there could have been another GT key still available, like, but the chances that the 8th GT key is not locked by Moon Pearl seems unlikely, given where the 7th one was.
Okay. So the logic then says when it's key drop, like I know my key logic pretty well with regular, but when you add key drop into it, I've never actually played it. So you're saying that the Moon Pearl was hook lock, not cane lock, because of the GT small case, and that does make sense.
Yeah, right. I think it might have. I don't think it was cane locked. It could have been, but it was definitely hook locked because of that GT small. Like you could go either way.
Yep. Okay.
I could believe, for what it's worth, that going left side requires 8 keys logically. It should. And so I think that it might. I don't know for sure that's true, but yeah.
Well, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad it's not as clear as it could be. I guess. Normally I'm pretty. Like I said, I'm solid on key logic, but when it comes, we add that key drop into it. It's like, okay, so can you logically, can you lock yourself out if you use your, because that's always the question. Can you lock yourself out? We do have Rozalyndis joining us. GG's Roz.
GG's Roz.
So very well played. You stayed with Telethar. Other than the unfortunate location of the hook shot on the GT climb.
It was just a lack of an ability that incentivized me to go upstairs. I didn't want to have to do the climb twice for one singular thing.
Yeah, no one does.
Yeah.
I gotta ask,
hover or reliably mold arm bounce, I would have gone for it. But
I gotta ask. So you turned on hovering and mold arm bounce. What's your reasoning for? We've already heard Telethar's opinion on that. Says shouldn't be whether you can do it or not, so much as whether you believe it should be allowed or not. What is that your thinking as well?
I turned it on because I wanted to be the universal opponent, but also, personally, I just think that if it's a physical thing that I just can't do, then I don't think it's, like, on other people to not do it. It's just a matter of, like, either I could try to find a way or utilize some sort of tool which has been allowed by the community to try and keep up. But I choose not to use tools. I choose to try and rely on my own abilities, which,
Yeah, I mean, mad respect for that. And I know, most of the races I have called this tournament have had those things turned off. Because, there's a lot of people in the community that either can't do it or don't want to worry about it or can't reliably do it. So, yeah, and unfortunately, this I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say this race came down to Telethar can hover and Roz couldn't. Like, there are a lot of other twists and turns in the seed. If you both had exactly the same skill set, we might have had a different result. Might not have. We don't know. But because there were a lot of really interesting things in the seed, like there was that big keychain at the end. The what was it? Is the pod big key in Tower Hera big chest for the Myra big key in the pod big chest.
Yeah. I didn't want to go up there because I didn't want to do Ice Palace big chest.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
That was my reasoning for delaying going to pod.
Okay. I mean, you didn't delay it that much. At that point, what you had Swamp, which, you know, we actually were interesting that you waited as long as you did on Swamp. I don't know if that was a small key thing, because it's 6 small keys, but 5 if you do Specky, and, you know, 4 if you don't do left side, I guess.
We figured there was some logic you knew about that we didn't.
Yeah.
I just knew where Hyrule Castle would connect me to, and that it was a 50-50 at that point to get that Hyrule Castle was was at the desert entrance, and it would just be a more convenient trip to Swamp, and then I couldn't do left side, and then I got my key out of Eastern. I needed to look for Eastern anyway for a while.
Sure. Yeah, because Roz, you knew the dungeon locations a lot earlier. It was actually really interesting when you both got the flute. Telethar, you went straight for the mountain, which was kind of
my flute was last location.
Yeah, and Roz,
I had bunny walking, but
yeah. Well, Roz, you went to the Misery Mire area, so she knew what was going on in Mire a long time before you did, but Moon Pearl hadn't been found yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the mitts were not in logic, and I wanted my Moon Pearl.
Yep, makes sense. Yeah, Roz, you going to the Mire area first. What was the idea there? I mean, theoretically, there could have been a connector there to put all that in logic, but I guess it's, with the Hyrule Castle being a desert, that didn't come into play either.
I think the reason why I went to Mire area first was because it was a series of entrances that were all kind of clustered right next to each other that I just wanted to double check and see if there was just something sitting on a ledge that I could just grab. Plus, it kind of helps out to see what medallions are outstanding. But then by the time you found all item entrances and all connectors you care about, you don't really care anymore. But knowing beforehand is definitely something that can save you from searching erroneous checks for basically no reason.
Right, because it was really interesting when the two of you split up in that way. Like I said, I was expecting double mountain, because the flute just kind of, to me, tells you mountain, but it doesn't necessarily mean it is the only answer, I suppose. So that does put us at so first of all, Roz, that is and your tournament. You don't get to do in the play-in race, whether that's good or bad. That's up to you. But it's really interesting. I called your first race. I've now called your last race. You turned on all the things. We didn't get inverted this time, but we got all the other things. What are your thoughts about the tournament in general?
Well, there's no ill will when I say this. It's just like when I get almost half of my opponents who have basic cross keys only for their settings, it kind of makes me wonder, what was the point of the settings that we could choose from? Maybe it was just random of which settings could actually be turned on. But I could have sworn that some of the rules said that if you have these things turned on, you try to get matched up with the opponents that have those things turned on as well. Maybe I just got the odd straw out of not getting an opponent, being the odd tie with somebody. So I ended up being...
I don't recall that, but I will also say that 4 or so times I've messaged Allison and said, hey, this should be a thing, and he told me to read the document. He's like, can you fucking read the tournament document? And I replied no, so may or may not be in there.
All right. Well, he always does a feedback form, so maybe that's something y'all can put in the feedback for. The hard thing is, I know that the when you use the third-party matchup programs, they kind of like, whether it be what is start.gg we use now? It used to be smash.gg. You put everything in and it spits out the matchups, and I don't know if there's a way to tweak that at all. So
yeah, I think it's kind of a pain to tweak.
But again, very, very good tournament, Roz. I'm glad I got to call a couple of your races.
Thank you.
We'll see you back next year. Telethar, you're not done. You get to play in a play-in race, and I'm guessing I've already heard that there's at least one non-hover in that race. So it is gonna be, if we get a repeat of this race or last year's play-in race, and the hookshot decides to, actually no, last year's race was a climb for something that led to the hookshot, if I recall.
Something like that.
How you feeling going into the play-in?
I mean, generally speaking, if it's something like that, I'm probably in a good spot. Like, I think I'm generally speaking faster than average. Like, it just is what it is.
I think so too.
Like, if the seed is gross, that's good for me.
Yeah, I think that's
it's like not necessarily good for me in a 1v1 because anyone can just hit the route, but like 20 people usually don't just hit the route.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like in a big group race, like my biggest fear is always like one of those, like average collection rate is 140 and I just missed an item. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I should be fun regardless. Hopefully I survive. I've been fighting for my life since week 3, but so we're still here.
Yeah, well, congratulations and good luck in that race. Is there anything else anyone wants to add before we turn this back over to Rocky?
Thank you so much for commenting. Thank you both, Rocky and I'm sorry, who's the second tracker? Thank you for putting this on.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks Roz for being the universal opponent.
Yeah, thank you both for picking some interesting settings. Yeah, key drop makes things really interesting. It's a nice twist.
It does make it wild.
Yep. And someday I'll figure out I don't know if we'll all figure out the logic because I don't know how much it gets played, but we'll try.
I can send you a document if you're interested. We made a doc for the 80 key drop boots, and the logic is the same aside from, you need to be able to get into the dungeon, which may or may not be.
Right. Yeah, please do send that. I mean, I don't expect to call any more of these this year, but, between...
There's always bracket.
You never know in brackets. It could happen. But yeah, even if it doesn't happen in brackets, League did it last year, and next year I imagine we'll have the similar fill out the form thing for this tournament. So yeah, I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, well, GG's to Rosalind and Telethar on a great race. Big thank yous to Tracy and Blue Link for doing commentary tonight. Thanks to Tom Talk for helping me track. Keep an eye out on the ZSR channels for future races. Nothing's on the schedule right now, but I'm sure stuff will pop up throughout the week. And with that, I'm going to send this over to Koi, who is, of course, doing Link of the Past tonight. So have a good night, everyone, and we will see you next time.